what's up, it's Juan, and today we're going to be going over the OnePlus One 5 months later. Now, when the OnePlus One came out, it was a very controversial device. It was a great device with great specifications and great performance for a very budget price, but the invite system and the lack of good customer support really made it one of those controversial buys where you weren't sure if you wanted to buy it or not. So today we're going to be going over how the OnePlus One and the company itself have evolved and matured. So as always, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the hardware of the OnePlus One is really something amazing. It comes in two different flavors, a 16GB white baby skin white version and a 64GB sandstone black version, which I happen to have here, which has 64GB again. Now, the sandstone definitely feels a lot like sandstone, and it looks awesome. And my OnePlus One, it looks just like it did out of the box, except for a headphone problem that was completely my fault, nothing to do with the company. But that's probably because I kept it in my snap-on case the whole time, which I have a review in, which I've done a review on, which will be down in the description below. But like I was saying, my OnePlus One is pretty much in mint condition. I've had a glass screen protector on it and my case, so it shouldn't really be in anything other than that. Now, the sandstone does feel like sandstone, but I'm usually never feeling it because again, I have a case on it. But when I do feel it, it definitely feels nice in the hand and a lot grippier than the snap-on cases. It is a bit slippery in my hands, but the sandstone definitely feels awesome. Again, the hardware of the OnePlus One is amazing, and especially on the 64GB black model, so I'm definitely enjoying the hardware of the OnePlus One. Going on to the performance of the phone, this thing is just a beast. With 3GB of RAM, I really wouldn't expect to be anything less than that, and I'm not really going to rave about specs here. I'm just going to talk about how it performs. It just performs super awesome. It flies through everything I throw at it, including heavy multitasking and doing everything like right when I power on the device, and not just like turn it on, but like power it on from a like deep sleep when it's out of battery. It just does everything so smoothly, and I definitely enjoy how fast the device is, especially right after it boots, as it's really fast right after it boots. If you're doing anything from light gaming, like playing a game like Swing Copters, it'll definitely handle that just fine. And yeah, Swing Copters goes just fine on here, as you would expect it to on most current devices. It doesn't really lag here. It doesn't really lag on other current devices, but it also doesn't really lag on high-end games like Modern Combat 5, where as you can see, it's playing super smoothly here when I shoot and just run around in the game. So the performance is really something great. Now, I will have the specs of the OnePlus One just in case you're interested on the screen, so you guys can read it off, but I'm not really going to talk about them, so they will be on the screen just in case you guys want to read them off. Now, the display of the OnePlus One is amazing. It's a 5.5-inch 1080p display with a resolution of 401 ppi. Now, no matter what color you're looking at, including black, it's definitely going to be rich, and especially I'm very impressed by the blacks, as this is an IPS display, not an AMOLED display, but the blacks still managed to be very deep and rich in color. Same with all the other colors. They look amazing, especially the greens. The greens really seem to pop on this display. Go ahead and talking about the speaker of the device. It's nothing to be marveled. I mean, it's plenty loud and plenty it has plenty of volume, but it does not sound crisp at all. It sounds very tinny, and especially even though it's on the bottom, and when you're playing games in landscape, you might as well just be covering it, because like I said, it's very loud, but again, it's very tinny, and since it is placed on the bottom when you're playing games in landscape, you're covering it a lot. Now, going on to the battery life of the OnePlus One, it's very nice, especially with the 3100 mAh battery they generously put in the device. I get a lot of usage time out of the device, and I never have to carry a power pack around like I used to have to with my Nexus 5. So power packs really aren't an issue anymore, as I just make it through the day. Now, the part that probably everybody has been waiting for in this revisited video is the software. Now, the software for me has been a mixed bag, as I of course love CyanogenMod, but it does have a couple of bugs. Now, for every good thing about CyanogenMod, in my opinion, it has something bad. The Themes Showcase is an amazing piece of software. It showcases themes so you can customize your device, and that's definitely something I enjoy about CyanogenMod and how it keeps growing. But there is a big bug that counters that to be my favorite, in my opinion. So when I was trying to change the wallpaper one time on my OnePlus One, it wouldn't change, so I rebooted the device. When I tried to reboot, it just wouldn't turn on. It would just start boot looping, and I definitely did not like that. I had to go into ADB, flash factory images, and just factory reset my device, which I did not like to have to do. And again, the end user probably won't know how to use ADB, so that bug really might be a deal breaker. And there aren't many bugs in CyanogenMod, but there are a couple of major ones that of course might be deal breakers. But overall, the software experience is alright, but not the best in my opinion. Now there's the fact of the invite system itself. I don't really like it, as I had to wait about a week from selling my Nexus 5 to the OnePlus One getting here, because I had to look for an invite, scavenge the internet, and do what some people might consider spamming, asking for an invite. And I do agree that it was sort of spamming, so I'm sorry to everybody who had to face that. But I know the feel. So what does this all add up to? It adds up to the OnePlus One being a great device by a great company. Now, I know the customer service isn't the best around, but that's probably because they're just a startup company and they're not like Samsung or HTC that have been in the market for plenty of years and know how to treat customers correctly. Now, I haven't had really any problems with the customer service, so I can't really speak, but if you have, I'm sorry about that. But again, the OnePlus One is just a fantastic device. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below of any feedback that you might have. Make sure to follow me on social media and links in the description, and thank you for watching, and have a great day. And again, I hope you enjoyed my review of the true Cyanogen mod phone.